A lot of IT professionals want to become cloud engineers, but where many people get stuck is they focus only on cloud platforms without learning the tools and workflows that real cloud engineers actually use. Because cloud engineering isn't just about logging into AWS or Azure, it's about automation, IT infrastructure, deployment, and operating environments at scale. And the difference between someone who stays at the support level and someone who grows into higher paid cloud engineering roles usually comes down to the tools they learn how to use. So in this video, I'm going to break down 5 tools that can help move you from traditional IT work into more engineering focused cloud roles. And more importantly, how each tool changes the way you operate inside an environment. Because once you understand that, stop thinking like support only and you start thinking more like an engineer. Now, from my perspective, working as an IT engineer, systems engineer, and a consultant, these are some of the tools that completely change how you work in modern environments. Because they're not just random tools, they represent different layers of engineering responsibilities. And once you start understanding how these tools fit together, your entire perspective on cloud engineering starts to change. The first tool is VS Code. And this is where a lot of IT professionals first start moving into a more engineering focused workflow. Because traditionally, a lot of IT work is done through GUIs, manual configuration, and clicking through environments. But VS Code changes how you interact with systems. Now you're working with scripts, configuration files, automation, and infrastructure-related code. And that shift matters because this is where you start building a more structured engineering workflow. From a practical standpoint, VS Code is commonly used for things like Python scripts, Terraform configurations, editing YAML or JSON files, and working directly with automation-related tasks. So even though it looks like just a text editor, it represents a much bigger shift in how you operate, because now you're interacting with infrastructure in a more scalable and repeatable way. And for a lot of IT professionals, this is one of the first major steps towards thinking more like an engineer. The next tool is Git, and this is where you start moving from individual work into team-level engineering environments. Because once environment starts growing, you can't have people making random changes with no tracking. You need structure, and that's what Git provides. From a practical standpoint, Git is used for tracking changes, version control, team collaboration, and managing infrastructure or code over time. So instead of manually changing files and hoping nothing breaks, you now have visibility into what changed, who changed it, and when it changed. And that becomes extremely important in cloud and IT infrastructure environments because these environments are constantly evolving. Configuration changes, IT infrastructure changes, automation changes, and Git helps teams manage all of that in a structured way. Another important shift is collaboration, because now you're no longer working in isolation, you're working inside workflows that involve pull requests, version history, and shared engineering processes. And that's a major part of modern cloud engineering environments. The next tool is Python, and this is where a major mindset shift starts to happen, because Python changes the way you think about work. Instead of manually doing the same task over and over, you start thinking about how to automate it. And that's a huge part of cloud engineering. From a practical standpoint, Python is commonly used for automation, scripting, working with APIs, parsing logs or data, and reducing repetitive manual work. So instead of logging into systems one at a time or manually repeating the same process, you can start building scripts that handle those tasks more efficiently. And that changes how you operate inside an environment, because now you're not just completing tasks, you're improving processes. Another important part of Python is exposure to logic and structured thinking. You start thinking through inputs, outputs, conditions, and workflows. And that mindset translates directly into engineering environments, because cloud engineering is heavily tied to automation. And Python is one of the tools that helps bridge traditional IT work into that automation-focused way of operating. The next tool is Jenkins. And this is where automation starts moving beyond individual individual tasks into full workflows and processes. Because in modern environments, teams don't want to manually repeat deployments and operational tasks over and over. They want consistency, and Jenkins helps automate that process. From a practical standpoint, Jenkins is commonly used for automation pipelines, scheduled jobs, deployment workflows, and system-level operational tasks. So instead of someone manually running the same processes every time, you can automate that workflow in a structured way. And that becomes important as environments scale, because once systems, applications, and IT infrastructure start growing, manual processes become harder to manage consistently. Another important part of Jenkins is exposure to CI/CD style workflows. You start seeing how environments handle testing, deployment, automation, and operational consistency at scale. And that's a major part of modern cloud and engineering environments, because now you're thinking beyond individual systems and more about how entire processes operate across the environment. The next tool is Terraform, and this is where a lot of IT professionals start thinking more like IT infrastructure engineers, because Terraform changes how IT infrastructure is created and managed. Instead of manually building environments, you start defining infrastructure as code. From a practical standpoint, Terraform is commonly used for provisioning cloud resources, building repeatable infrastructure, managing environments at scale, and creating consistent deployments across platforms. So instead of manually configuring everything one piece at a time, you can define the infrastructure in code and deploy it in a much more structured and repeatable way. And that's a major shift, because now infrastructure becomes scalable. You can reproduce environments, standardize deployments, and manage infrastructure more efficiently over time. Another important part of Terraform is consistency, because in larger cloud environments, teams need infrastructure deployed the same way every time. And Terraform helps create that level of control. So this isn't just about learning another tool, it's about learning how modern IT infrastructure is managed at scale. And that's one of the biggest shifts into cloud engineering. Now when you step back and look at all 5 of these tools together, you start to realize they're not random. Each one represents a different layer of engineering work. VS Code introduces you to engineering style workflows. Git introduces collaboration and structured change management. Python introduces automation thinking. Jenkins introduces workflow and process automation. And Terraform introduces infrastructure level control. So the value isn't just in learning each tool individually. The real value is understanding how they work together inside modern environments, because modern cloud engineering isn't built around one skill. It's built around layered capabilities that connect across systems, automation, infrastructure, and operations. And once you start combining those layers, your value inside an environment starts to increase significantly, because now you're not just supporting systems, you're helping operate and scale environments more efficiently. And this is where the real shift starts to happen, because cloud engineering is not just about learning cloud platforms, it's about learning how to operate environments more efficiently, reducing manual work, automating processes, managing infrastructure consistently, and thinking at scale. And that's a completely different mindset from traditional task-based work, because instead of asking, how do I complete this task manually, you start asking, how do I make this process more scalable and repeatable? And that shift changes everything, because now you're thinking beyond individual tickets and isolated tasks. You're thinking about systems, workflows, automation, and infrastructure operating together. And that's a major part of what separates cloud engineering from traditional support-focused roles, because the value comes from improving how environments operate, not just maintaining them manually. And once you start developing that mindset, your approach to technology starts changing across the board. Now, from my perspective, working as an IT engineer, systems engineer, and consultant, the engineers who usually grow the fastest are the ones building across multiple layers, not just cloud, but systems. networking, automation, and IT infrastructure together because modern environments are connected. Systems rely on networking, cloud relies on IT infrastructure, automation ties those pieces together. And the more you understand how those layers interact, the more valuable you become inside the environment. That's why skill stacking matters so much, because high-paid cloud engineers are usually not operating from one isolated skill. They're combining multiple areas together in a way that helps environments operate more efficiently and at scale. And these tools help build that type of capability. So at the end of the day, these tools are not just about learning software. They're about changing the way you operate inside modern cloud environments. And when you start combining those layers together, you begin moving from traditional IT work into more engineering-focused cloud roles. Because cloud engineering isn't built on one tool, it's built on layered skills that work together across systems, automation, infrastructure, and cloud. And that's what creates long-term value in modern environments. So if you're serious about moving toward cloud engineering, don't just focus on cloud platforms alone. Focus on the tools, workflows that modern engineering environments and building high-value engineering skills. That's exactly what we talk about here. Go ahead and check out the next video, and I'll see you in the next one.